seriously, I think I'm going to get committed. No, really. I got the glasses just in case it wouldn't get a laugh.
Do you do this at home? You have to do it at home.
My wife, Rennie, she's a very special person.
She's born and raised in New Orleans. She has her own style.
Mom is certainly the life of the party.
Okay, man. You want to play games? Okay. Yeah.
Here are some of her wigs, hats, some boas. Snow Bunny. She's always been an entertainer, performer. She loves to perform anything. My mom was a Saints dancer in 1977. She was one of the top 3 prettiest girls on the team, but they had only shown my mom from here up.
Yeah. All boobs.
All boobs.
I can't believe you acted like that. Acted like what? Come on.
In the beginning, people really didn't know how to take her personality. I mean, I guess because they're younger, they don't. I don't know.
I just asked you to say what you wanted to say, and now you're like, what? And then I start walking away, and now you're like, oh, now you're walking away.
The way Jesse's been talking, I don't think he was brought up to respect elders. I mean, he is acting like a punk.
You just sit there and think about it.
Jesse was a little guy growing up. He was a runt. Basically, he was picked on.
He was always small as a child. He was small-framed, and he just blossomed.
Oh, Lord, you don't gotta get that
Oh,
close.
my word. Dude, look at those abs.
What people don't know about Jesse is the goodness.
Look at those abs. That's what I'm looking at.
Jesse is a very lovable guy. It takes a little while to get to know him.
Jesse, remember you said I woke you up?
It would have been all resolved, but like you didn't. It took you a day and a half to apologize.
In that situation with Rennie, she exploited him and wanted to make him the bad guy.
I said, I'm sorry, and now you're saying otherwise.
My mom did apologize, and he's just straight up lying.
He's a weasel. He's a weasel.
Jesse isn't a weasel.
He's a weasel.
My son's a good guy.
He's a prima donna.
No problem.
Honey, that's a bunch of meat.
When you get to the real part of the game of Big Brother, the mental side and psychological side, I think he's ridiculous.
I want to see the butt cheeks.
Jesse.
I think Jesse lets power go to his head, but I think you can be a world-class bodybuilder and have smarts and be the governor of California.
See, this is my dinner.
Yum, yum.
Still ahead, the live vote and eviction. Dan or Steven, who will be walking out of the Big Brother house tonight? Stay with us. Welcome back to Big Brother 10. Let's talk with Jesse, the current head of household, who's alone in the HOH bedroom. Hi, Jesse.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. All your housemates are in the living room. They cannot hear you, so speak your mind, okay?
Okay.
You seem to volunteer quite often to your housemates that they consider you, quote, a body without a brain. What makes you think that?
Say that again?
You often tell your housemates that they think of you as just a body without a brain. What makes you think that your housemates think this of you?
Just because of my age. Apparently I'm the youngest person in here, so I'm 22. I've actually gone through a lot in my life, but most people just stereotypically just think everybody that has muscle, you know, all they can do is work out. But you know, the reasoning for when I started working out was for good purposes. I didn't want to start doing alcohol-related stuff into college, so I went and just worked out.
Well, good for you. And it's paid off. Look at you, right?
Yeah.
Well, you have won a physical competition and a mental one, all great. So what do you consider your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness right now is just actually confiding in Michelle, and then people just grouping us two as a pair, I think is the only downfall that I have right now. If you look at it, I mean, I went out on a limb and showed my supposed maturity level by not putting up Rennie, so if that comes back and bites me, that'll be the only thing that I'll kind of regret, to be honest with you.
Thanks, Jesse. You can go downstairs to the living room and rejoin your housemates.
Thank you.
Sure. It is time to find out who will be walking out of the house tonight. Will it be Dan, the Catholic high school teacher from Michigan, or Steven, the champion of the gay rodeo circuit from Texas? Let's return to the living room and talk with the two nominees. Dan, Steven, In just a few moments, your housemates will cast their votes to evict live. But before they do, you have one last chance to plead your case. Dan, you're first.
All right, first thing I like to say, Mrs. Chen, you look beautiful tonight. Second thing, I think it's no secret that I started off this game on the wrong foot. But lucky for me, I've had a second chance to kind of prove myself. I've had a lot of fun this week between the late night stories, the slip and slide, and of course, the Big Brother variety show. I think we've all had a blast. I'd love to continue on and do that. However, if you guys feel you need to get me out of here, I understand, because then I'll be going home to a girlfriend that I love very much. But at this point, I'm happy to be here, and I'd love to continue to stay, and I thank you all.
Thanks, Dan. Stephen, it's your turn.
I would just like to say that at the beginning, when we moved in, I made a choice. I immediately regret that decision. But looking back on what I've learned in this house, I've learned some amazing things. You know, for example, did you know it takes several thousand volts of electricity to make the gas in a neon light glow? I also learned that derriere is the hardest porno password ever. And it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. So as I look back, I just have to ask myself, what would Willie do? And I would like to tell you all one last message. Suck it, bitches.
Whoa. Let's see how far that gets you, Stephen. Thank you both. All right, it is time for the live voting to begin. Jesse, as the current HOH, you are not allowed to vote, neither are the two nominees. One at a time, the rest of you will enter the diary room and cast your vote. Michelle, you're first.
Not expecting that.
Michelle vowed to Dan that she would not vote him out. Will she keep her word? Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Stephen.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Julie.
Memphis is close with Jesse and Michelle and sees Dan as a potential ally. Hello, Memphis.
Hey, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I would like to vote to evict Stephen.
Thank you, Memphis.
Thanks.
Angie was allies with both of tonight's nominees. This should be a difficult decision for her. Hello, Angie.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Stephen.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Julie.
Jerry doesn't appear to be aligned with either side of the house. How will he vote? Hello, Jerry.
Hi.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Stephen.
Thank you, Jerry. The vote is 0 to evict Dan and 4 to evict Stephen. But the other half of the house has yet to vote. Will they make the move to keep Stephen and divide the house? Stay with us. Welcome back to Big Brother 10. The house guests are voting live. So far, it's 4 votes to 0 in favor of evicting Stephen. Let's continue the live vote. Libra knows that keeping Stephen will divide the house. Is she ready to drop that bomb? Hello, Libra.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Stephen.
Thank you, Libra. It is official with 5 votes to evict Stephen. Stephen will be the next person to leave the Big Brother house. Let's see how the remaining votes fall. Hi, April.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Stephen.
Thank you, April.
Thank you.
As April votes, will her boyfriend follow? Hello, Ollie.
Julie, Mama.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Stephen.
Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you.
Last week, Rennie's sole vote to be evicted came from Dan. Will she return the favor? Hello, Rennie.
Hey, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I love you, darling, but I have to evict you, Stephen.
Thank you, Rennie. Keisha has been working hard to protect her friend Steven. Will she stay loyal to him? Hello, Keisha.
Hi, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Steven.